The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The owner of a sunken oil tanker MT Princess Empress vows to continue working closely with the government in oil spill response. RDC Real Marine Services assured the public that it will ensure a unified approach to the incident. It added that additional assets have already been deployed, including a remotely operated underwater vehicle. An aerial surveillance is also at work as experts assess the directions of the spread of oil spill. Now, aside from this, the owner said it is using satellite imagery for the oil trajectory and its possible impact. Meanwhile, the Justice Department is now working on the case built up against RDC Real Marine Services. Aside from documentary issues, the DOJ revealed that MT Princess Empress was a scrap ship converted into an oil tanker. The National Union of Journalists of the Philippines welcomes the apology of the National Bureau of Investigation over a post-operation altercation with media members. Despite this, though, the NUJP said in a statement that the NBI has no right to force members of the media to act as witnesses and assign inventories for its drug operations. On Friday, an NBI agent got into an argument with media personnel who were covering an operation in Pasay City after forcing them to be witnesses. Reporters argued that they had arrived at the scene after and not during the operation. The NBI is now looking into the incident. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching When News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The government prides itself on cheaper rice through the Kadiwa program, but can it compete with other brands in terms of quality? Mobile journalist Francis Orsho with the report.
Even with prices of goods on the rise, there are still options on where to buy cheap and affordable rice. But is the taste worth the price? At the Novaliches Public Market in Quezon City, a kilo of rice sells for as low as 36 pesos, while in some Kadiwa stores, a kilo of rice can be bought for 25 pesos. According to some Kadiwa rice vendors, Filipinos find it good.
Kahit po commercial rice po siya, dinadagsa po ng mga tao at mura. At masarap po kasi yung bigas na tinitinda po natin.
We're now curious to know how this 25 peso rice compares to other cheap market alternatives. Upon closer look, the Kadiwa rice appears similar to any other rice bought in the market, except for some yellowish grains. But other than that, there seems to be no issue with its quality. Comparing it with the 36 peso rice bought from the Novaliches Public Market, there seems to be no apparent difference. But if we talk about the taste,
hindi naman malata itong Kadiwa rice na binili natin at ang malambot-lambot din itong kanin na ito at ang lasa parang parehas lang din naman sa mga regular na kanin o bigas na mabibili natin sa palengke na mas mahal ng kaunti at ang kalidad nito hindi nalalayo dito sa binili nating pinakamurang bigas sa palengke.
Meanwhile, when compared to the more pricey Denorado rice which cost around 55 pesos per kilo, one can instantly tell the difference. The more expensive Denorado rice easily tops the supply from Kadiwa stores.
Mas masarap ang lasa at may pagkapanda ng amoy at syempre, mas malambot din itong kanin na ito.
The Kadiwa stores pride itself for sourcing commodities straight from farms. This means that there are no middle layers in the supply chain, making it cheaper. The government plans to put up more Kadiwa stores nationwide in order to provide the public with more affordable goods amid the high inflation. Mobile journalist Francis Orsho, We Are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at other stories we're watching. The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin. This is over alleged war crimes, including unlawful deportation of children from Ukraine to Russia. The World Health Organization sees COVID-19 posing a similar threat to flu sometime this year. The organization is also hoping to declare the end of COVID-19 global health emergency soon. And Pagasa says the onset of warm and dry season may occur by next week until the last days of March. This as the northeast monsoon or amihan that brings cold winds to the country continue to weaken. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 4:30 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.